Okay, first I'm going to be palpating the jugular notch, which is here by her clavicle. So I'm going to go here and then go immediately, and then it'll be right here. Now I'm going to palpate the medial upper condyle, which is here. Turn it. Right here. Okay, now we're going to palpate the coracoid process. You're going to find the head of the humerus and then move immediately, and then it's going to be right here. Now we're going to palpate the radial head. We're going to follow here along the thumb side of the patient, and then move proximal, and then reach the radial head. Now we're going to palpate the bicipital groove. I'm going to ask my client to perform internal external rotation, and as they're doing that, go ahead a little bit faster. And I can feel the groove in here. Okay, we're going to perform shoulder flexion. My patient is laying supine. We're going to put the fulcrum at the head of the humerus and the stationary arm at the mid-axillary line. And then we're going to put the moving arm at the midline of the humerus. So, my patient is going to perform shoulder flexion. You can go ahead. Okay, go a little bit faster. Okay, and we have at 180 degrees. Now my patient is going to perform internal rotation. We're going to put the stationary arm perpendicular to the ceiling. The moving arm is going to be on the ulnar styloid, and then the fulcrum is going to be on the olecranon. So you're going to go ahead and perform internal rotation. Go ahead. And we're at 90 degrees. Now we're going to perform shoulder abduction. I have the fulcrum at the humeral head, and I have the stationary arm parallel to the sternum, and then the midline of the humerus is where my moving arm is going to go. My client has already traveled 90 degrees approximately, so now we're going to travel and do some more to full range of motion. Go ahead. Okay. My patient is at 170. So now we're going to do the manual muscle testing for the pectoralis major. We're going to ask my client to perform horizontal adduction. That's her pushing in this way, and I'm going to provide resistance against that motion, providing stability at her elbow. So I'm going to actually go ahead, push in. Okay, my client provided the maximum amount of resistance, therefore that's a 5 out of 5. Now we're going to be doing manual muscle testing for the deltoid, the anterior fibers. I'm just going to cross over, and then she's going to perform this motion, and I'm going to provide a resistance against that. So you can go ahead. That'll be a 5 out of 5, and here you can feel her deltoids contracting. Okay, now we're going to be doing manual muscle testing for the supraspinatus. They're going to be in like this position, scaption, and then I'm going to provide resistance on top, and my patient is going to provide the opposite motion. So you can go ahead. Okay, that'll be also a 5 out of 5. We're going to be assessing muscle manual testing for the biceps brachii. I'm going to ask my patient to have her hands supinated, keeping her elbow at her trunk, and then she's going to try to move into flexion. I'm going to provide resistance against that. So go ahead. And that will be a 5 out of 5 because she provided maximum stability.